You'll notice a distinct lack of Eternatus VMAX content on my channel. Why is that? Well, it's because I hate Crushing Hammer and this deck gets absolutely destroyed by Crushing Hammer. That's because in order to use Dread End, you have to manually attach to Eternatus VMAX twice. There's no energy acceleration, there's no turbo patch. I guess I don't need to put it for once anymore because I got it, but there's no turbo patch. There's just no way to accelerate energy in this deck. So you're double attaching. You might be able to get the odd attack with this Hoopa, and then you also play the Poisoning, but Crushing Hammer just destroys this deck. When Crushing Hammer isn't a factor though, this is one of the best decks out there, and this specific list took first place at a recent tournament. And the reason you play Toxicroak and Slowbro, so Slowbro, if it's in the active, leave your opponent's active poisoned, and then Toxicroak, put 2 more damage counters on your opponent's poisoned Pokemon during Pokemon checkup. The reason you play that combo is because Dread End maxes out at 270. In a tag team format, 270 was a great number to hit, but in a VMAX format, 270 isn't great. So since Eternatus maxes out at 270, you play the Slowbro Toxicroak combo to fix the math, and everything else is designed to allow the deck to hit 270 turn after turn with a full bench. The list is very straightforward and it's very good, and I seem to play against Eternatus in every video, so let's see how I do as the pilot of an Eternatus VMAX deck. One of the cool things with Eternatus, I guess I should have gone second just to show you, but one of the cool things is that it doesn't really matter if it goes first or second. It really, I'll show you why in a second. Maybe I should have put that on the bench, I don't know, but it's always better just to put it up there. Okay, well they can't knock it out, but they can do a lot of damage. And let's just Great Ball it up in here. So there's Slowbro. I guess if I can get a switch, I want the Slowbro, but I also want the Croagunk. No, because it's a Reshiram Charizard deck there. They're not doing enough. So... well, there you go. I should have grabbed the Croagunk. But the reason I wouldn't have put it up front is because I don't want it to take a hit. And of course, I'm playing against a deck that can do meaningful damage on turn 1. But, that's just the way it goes sometimes. And I could Quick Ball away the Marnie to get something. But if for some reason they Marnie me, I doubt they will. I'm pretty sure they'll play Welder. But I'd rather just have that Quick Ball available to me at some point if I need it. And something interesting, I only have 4 copies of Boss's Orders. A week ago I had 4 copies of Boss's Orders. Then I did a 500 pack opening, 72 packs of Rebel Clash were in that opening, and I opened 0 Boss's Orders in 2 quote-unquote booster boxes of Rebel Clash. Oh, please don't do 200 damage. If you do 200 damage, I'm knocking you out. So in 72 packs of Rebel Clash, because this is from Rebel Clash, right? I always get my set symbols mixed up. That's Darkness Ablaze, that's Rebel Clash, that's Sword and Shield base set. 72 packs, 0 Boss's Orders. Not a holo, not a reverse holo, not a full art, not a rainbow rare. Nothing. And yeah, this is Mewtwo Welder as I expected. I just think that is absolutely crazy. And if you haven't watched my 500 pack opening, please check it out. I will have probably done the giveaway by the time this video is live, but if you subscribe to me now, you'll have a chance to win more cards in the 750 pack opening when I hit 750 subscribers. Because yes, I'm going to do a 750 pack opening when I hit 750 subscribers, which might happen pretty soon. I hit 500 a lot quicker than I thought it would, so thank you to everyone who subscribed, and if things keep going like this, I could reach 750 real soon. Probably not by the end of the year, but that's totally fine. And as for the match at hand, I don't know what they should have done, because there's really no good scenario for them in this matchup, because I'm going to have a 340 hit point Pokemon. The only way they can knock out a 340 hit point Pokemon with this deck is Heatran. Oh geez, it's Heatran and then Darkest Tornado, and I don't know if they play Heatran, because they might have had to take it out. So I think what I do here is I Boss's Orders the Mewtwo and Mew, and I try and knock it out. I would need a full bench, but I will have a Crobat. They can't knock me out, but if they do have a Heatran, then they can knock me out. And that is really scary, so I think I just have to go for it. Just thin the hand completely down. It would have been nice to get a Capture Energy, but that unfortunately isn't the case, so I guess I just go for Croagunk. And yeah, this Crobat's got to be a pretty good Crobat here. I don't think I have any, probably like one Quick Ball and one Great Ball left. I have 2 Quick Balls and 2 Great Balls left, so there's a chance. And that's how you do it. I mean, they're not going to knock me out, so I won't take the chance. I won't take the chance that, the Great Ball just whiffs. So I will get a Hoopa, probably doesn't matter, Eternatus V. Oh, and they just conceded. Wow. So that's just how quick it can be. In a tag team format, Eternatus VMAX is amazing because Eternatus VMAX maxes out at 270. Tag teams have 270, so that's perfect. It's the VMAX matchups that are a little tough. But wow, this is why the deck finished in first, because you can just destroy tag team decks. The problem is Crushing Hammer. They weren't playing Crushing Hammer, so that's good. But, I mean, I'm sure I'll face Crushing Hammer at some point, so let's go to game 2 and see if there's Crushing Hammer. Even though I won the coin flip, I will choose to go first because it worked so well last time. Okay, that's not a great start. Let's see if I get punished. You never know. It's just, if you go second, you have to put an Eternatus V in the active. That's the downside. You have to put Eternatus V in the active. Oh, and there's a Crobat. So that's not the best starter, but the good news is you play 4 Crobat V. You don't see no other deck. Oh, geez. Okay, so this is a horrible matchup. I guess I'll go for Eternatus just to have it. This is a horrible matchup. So there's actually 2 horrible matchups for Eternatus. Fighting decks and Crushing Hammer. That's it. So what I can do, they're playing the Extra Drill deck. They can't one-shot me unless I go ahead on prizes, and I'm definitely going to go ahead on prizes. But even then, can they one-shot me? Because I think it does 142... No, yeah, so it's a one-shot. So this is... Judge Whistle? What year is this? Judge Whistle? They're playing so what am I? Oh no, that's the energy discard Rockruff. So I need to knock out the Rockruff as soon as possible. The problem is that I have no way of doing that with my current hand because my current hand is horrible. Okay. This is, I think I need to change my strategy real quick here. Because the way things are working out, they're just going to put me out of energy. So I'm going to have to rely on the Slowbro Toxicroak combo. But they're going to get Dojo. They're going to get... Oh, man. My opponent's deck, essentially, the ideal matchup for that deck is Eternatus. Eternatus is a 3-prize deck. They just need to take 2 knockouts. They discard energy all day long. Oh, that's interesting. If only I had a Dark City. So, I mean, they shuffled. I don't know their hand. Their hand could just be really good. I think I just have to go for it at this point and just say, I'm going to just autopilot the deck. I can't do anything with the Hoopa this turn. Maybe I can do something with Hoopa next turn or at some point down the road, but I think I'm just stuck. If I had a Dark City, things would have been a lot different. I don't have Dark City, and I got to switch at least, but I can't do anything. So the deck is struggling, and like all decks, it struggles at times. It's just something that happens. There's Crushing Hammer. So hopefully they Marnie me, because I cannot research this hand. Oh, okay. That's fine. Just all your Crushing Hammers. Why not? Oh, there you go. Because this deck does not play Champions Festival. Oh, man. I was thinking this game was just going to be a complete nothing, and I was just going to throw this game out and just move on. Champions Festival and Judge Whistle? Angry Bokoblin, they deserve this win. No matter how long this game takes, they deserve the win. They decided to build a deck that is perfectly designed to destroy Eternatus VMAX. They've probably just been queuing up all day against like Welder decks and Pikarom, and well, maybe Pikarom's a good matchup, but they've probably just been queuing up against things. Oh, don't go for Lycanroc. Okay. I was going to say, they're just thinning their hand so they can... And when's the last time you saw anyone use Savali? Just draw until you have 5. Great card. Judge Whistle and Champions Festival. Why are you even playing Champions Festival? If you have 10 damage, but are they just running into... I am so confused by this deck. Again, I'm going to lose to it, but I'm still confused. And there's Drill Bazooka. I mean, my strategy now, I guess, should just be... Because they don't have... I guess I just try and... well, they don't have another one. This is so tough. There's two different avenues I could take here. I could just throw up a Croagunk and say, you're going to have to attack, but they have the Rototiller. I think I just have to take the knockout. I have no energy retrieval in this deck. At least I got that. That's good. I will have a Hoopa at some point. That's good. Toxicroak. I can't get rid of this energy, can I? I can't do that. I know the game's not going to last very long, but I can't do that. And I have absolutely no reason to bump the, well, hang on, 30, 60, 90, 120, 50, 180, that's totally fine. Dread End. I mean, if they... I need to hunt this first. I need to hunt the Drillbur first, so I need a boss's orders, and then I'm going to need to hunt that. But they're not going to do anything meaningful this turn, attacking-wise. Oh! Okay, so they're getting rid of an energy. That's fine. I don't understand the Champions Festival. I don't understand this deck. They've used up their crush... Oh, they're just going to recycle all their crushing... Oh, no. Okay, well, Dark City's good. Dark City's totally fine. Never mind, my opponent is 10,000 IQ. Dark City is completely useless. I need a switch. Didn't I get rid of all my switch? Yep, down 2 switch. Okay, that's bad. They're just going to put all their crushing hammer back in the deck. They know exactly what they're doing. This is hilarious. I mean, you go to film a video. I wasn't even supposed to film this video today. Oh, you'll love to see it. Just put 4 crushing hammer back. Just ruin everything. Okay, so I don't even know if there's a way I can win this game at this point. But I don't even know what's happening. Okay, so Galarian Slowbro, that's cool. I have to go get a thing. Sure, I'll put that into play. Why not? I can't get rid of an energy, though, but Dark City's also really important. Is there anything I can even do? Like, if I had a switch, I'd switch into Galarian Slowbro, put Dark City down, and then just, like, attack with Hoopa. I can't retreat. I can't get rid of my energy. My options are bad and worse. So I'm going with the bad option, that's getting rid of Dark City. Because I do have 3 Dark City. And I don't know why I didn't attach that energy first. And I'm getting ultra punished for that decision. Okay. So I should... I mean... They're gonna disc reload into everything they need. This is just how it's got to be, and I have to get a switch, and I don't get a switch. Oh man, this is hilarious. First place Eternatus deck that can just destroy other decks, and then do you see what's happening here? This is just hilarious. This is if you wanna know how to beat Eternatus, step 1. Play a deck that recycles Crushing Hammer, that can recycle 4 Crushing Hammer a turn, that can just guarantee a discard with Lycanroc, and then just put your opponent in a position where they just never draw anything. Oh man. So I'm going to be out of energy pretty soon. And to talk about... yeah, I wasn't even supposed to film this video. I was supposed to film an expanded video, because today, the day I'm filming is when the bands were supposed to go live. But when I queued up PTCGO to actually play with the bands live, people, the first game I queued up against, Shaman EX, StoopUpNet, Shaman EX, StoopUpNet. So clearly the bands are not live on PTCGO yet. Oh, please, just tails all day long. Yes. Oh, come on. This isn't even, oh man. I'm going to have to concede because I run out of energy. And they're not going to run out of cards in their deck. Yeah, they're just going to recycle everything. They're never going to deck out. They're just going to recycle. They got the Sylvallies all day long. Like, my opponent's deck, there's not a whole lot that it can beat. but it has like a 90% chance of beating Eternatus. Because, as I pointed out in the beginning, Crushing Hammer is this deck's weakness, and my opponent can play like 20 Crushing Hammer in a game. So that's just hilarious. The Slowbro, I mean, if I hadn't evolved this, I would have had an attack last turn, but then they would have just had another one. They had the Ordinary Rod. I'm sure they have De-Evolution Spray. This deck doesn't play Great Catcher because who's playing a deck with this many GX Pokemon in it? I think instead of doing nothing for the next 10 minutes and just losing, I'll take my final turn, see where I'm at. I don't know what the decision is. You just do 3 Crushing Hammer and an Ordinary Rod. It's pretty simple. Oh, okay, 4 Crushing Hammer. But they're just going to put me out of all my energy, so I'll take this turn, and then I'll concede if everything goes horribly, which it's looking it will. Marnie, no, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this. There's a difference. And hey, there's a switch and a capture energy that's going to be completely wasted. So I think if they just hit a Crushing Hammer, that's game. They're probably going to hit 2 Crushing Hammer, to be honest with you. If they go 0 for their next 8 on Crushing Hammer, I win the game. Because I have 2 bosses orders, I just bosses the Silvally, I bosses the Lycanroc or whatever. So if they go 0 for 8 on Crushing Hammer, I win. If they hit 2 heads on Crushing Hammer, there's 1. Yeah, this is pretty much it. And that's a concede. I'll give them a well played. They earned this one. Congratulations. I'll give them a well played. That is just the funniest thing. I was expecting just run through decks, queue up against this. And, I mean, yeah, they do play De-Evolution Spray. They play 4 Judge Whistle. Who's playing Judge Whistle? Oh, man. Well, let's just wash that game out and play something else. So, I don't know what's going on today, but I'm facing a Fairy deck, apparently. I don't know why, but they let me go second. That's exactly what I wanted. I want to see, what does this deck do when it goes second? And it's Porygon Whimsicott. I can't knock out this Porygon this turn. Oh, they had to get rid of a triple, and a Whimsicott, and a Porygon, and a Marnie. So, and of course they play the Chaotic Swell, but this is definitely a deck that I will check out again in the future. Whimsicott, it has a chance, I'm not going to say that it doesn't have a chance. It has a chance. And there's Croagunk, that's good. So I can actually, if they keep the Porygon in the active, it will be knocked out, which is kind of hilarious. Because I'm doing 30 damage with Power Accelerator. I don't really want to waste another switch just to draw an extra card, so I'll just stay like that. If I get a basic, I get a Great Ball. And there's a basic, okay. So I can pretty much guarantee they don't play Crushing Hammer, because this deck plays a Stage 1 and a... Oh man, this is tough. Do I Power Accelerator and guarantee? Well, the thing here is, what do I want off the Marnie or the research? Well, I'm not going to research, so what would I want off the Marnie? Nothing. Not want. What do I need? I need energy. Well, I have energy in my hand, so why would I waste a supporter when I could support her into nothing? And they're not going to do anything meaningful. They might be able to Tantrum, but I would break the confusion when I evolve. And this way I get 2 energy into play. So this is why going second with Eternatus isn't a big deal, is if you have a basic Dark Energy in your hand, then you have 1 here, 1 here, and you get to play a supporter. Obviously I didn't play a supporter. And there's Marnie. So let's see, would I have drawn an energy if I use Marnie? Am I a pro player or am I not? So I'm a pro player because I couldn't use Crobat twice in a row. I can boss his orders. So I think the order that I do this in is that I will I think I'll Quick Ball the Quick Ball for Crobat, Great Ball. Oh man. Oh, that's a horrible decision. No, you don't do that. I think as bad as it is, I think you do retreat into the Porygon because you're helping me out here. I just need to knock out this Dedenne and then 2 Whimsicott GX and I win the game. If you force me to knock out the Porygon, then I only go to 5 prizes and then I still have to take 3 knockouts after that. So I have to take 4 knockouts to win instead of 3 knockouts to win. So again, as I've said many times, you have to do your opponent's math for them. So I quick ball the quick ball. I go get a Crobat. I hope that this is an Eternatus VMAX off the Great Ball. And, you know, I might go for the Cottony. I don't know. I'm not 100% certain. Depends. Not going for the Cottony. I think it makes more sense to just take these two prizes because they might have to play another Dedenne to get out of this. So I think it just makes sense to knock out the Dedenne, take the guaranteed prizes. Don't boss's orders, even though it would be really nice to use boss's orders, but my path to victory is 2 knockouts at this point. Instead of 3, it's 2. So again, that's the thing you have to watch out for. I know that Whimsicott, let's see if I can show you. Whimsicott, if any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. That can be annoying. The good news is that it doesn't stop poison damage, so I can poison them with Galarian Slowbro. And, I mean, Crobat also poisons. But, I mean, they have... Wait, why do they play Powerful Energy? It's a Fairy type. Well, I guess they needed to play a special energy, and they're like, well, I mean, if Porygon never has to attack, then I have the Powerful Energy. And, see, this is why I knocked out Dedenne. I said they have to go get a Crobat or a Dedenne or something. So, yeah, you're seeing it all unfold. Why my thought process is that I wanted to knock out the Dedenne, because if they have to play another Dedenne, that's another 2 prizes guaranteed. And then if they have to play another Dedenne, then I don't even have to attack a Whimsicott. So the good thing about Whimsicott is that it can prevent all damage through a coin flip. The bad news is that your support Pokemon, your Dedenne and your Crobat, they are liabilities. And it is possible. Oh man. They have just had a pretty crazy turn, I gotta say. They can't knock me out. I know that even with the best turn in history, they can't knock me out. Unfortunately, it would have been... Well, I mean, I can go for a bosses. I can just Pokécom the Slowbro, go for a Crobat, and hope that I Crobat into a bosses, because I'll rearrange my deck with the Pokécom. Crap. Okay, so now I just go get... I think Eternatus VMAX is the safe bet. And the reason I'm getting Eternatus over Toxicroak is that if this front Eternatus VMAX gets knocked out, I have to discard my bench until I get to 6 Pokemon. So I've rearranged my deck. Boss's orders. Crap. That is rough. Okay, so Capture Energy. There's no real reason. Oh, geez. Because they can knock me out next turn for sure. But I mean, they're down. There hasn't been any, like... Where's their recycle energy? Okay, well, I guess I just don't want to do that. I can switch into Slowbro and try and poison and do it that way. You know what? I think I just attach the Capture Energy. And I don't just Marnie. Let's see what happens. I'll let it ride. I will go for the coin flips for the fun, for the intensity here. So I go for Dark City. The Hoopa is probably never going to come into play. Croagunk is probably more important, but there's nothing good. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what I get there. So I can keep this open because I have more than enough damage to take these knockouts. And, well, you're seeing why Whimsicott is so good. Because, you know, that's what Marnie does, you know? Marnie. Okay, I mean, as bad as a position as I'm in, I think I'm going to win because I do have another Crobat in the deck. Okay, I thought that was a Crobat for a second. No, I have another Crobat somewhere. I just knock out this Whimsicott. There goes all their energy. They still need to take 3 prizes. I will Crobat into a bosses. They have 2 Dedenne on the field. I never have to attack through a Whimsicott. So, again, my thought process was correct. It's just freaking Marnie ruins everything. That's just what, you know, the cards should just... Oh. Are you going for the big Eternatus? No. What are you doing? What? This move makes absolutely no sense. Because I have 2 hiding energy. I think I have a few switch. I have Dark City. You need to put... Why would you... Their path to victory is knocking out 2 Eternatus VMAX. 2 knockouts equals 6 prizes. You knock out this Crobat, you still have to take 3 knockouts. Why would you change your path of 2 knockouts for the win to 3 knockouts for the win? I mean, and you didn't even take the knockout. That That is baffling to me. Okay. I'm not insulting them. I'm just saying that was just the wrong decision. I've made millions of mistakes. Watch any of my videos. I've made millions of mistakes. Okay, well, I want to use bosses. I don't think that's going to be an option. And yeah, I guess I get rid of the Hoopa. So my options here are, do I keep a Pokemon? I don't need to keep a Pokemon. I can thin. I need to take... how badly do I want to win? I have 3 bosses left in my deck. I think I just thin my deck and then research and then just say, they don't got it. I don't think they got it like that. Apparently they're not playing Recycle Energy, which just seems weird to me. And you know what? Why not, right? Why not just put ourselves in the same position we were in last time? I'll give them a mulligan. I'll give them a do-over. Dread end. Flip heads. I'll let them... Here you go. Here's your chance to redeem yourself, to knock out the one in front. Here you go. And then we'll see how the game should have unfolded. Because they should have attacked this one. They should have taken the knockout. Unfortunately, they would not have had the knockout, so maybe that was their thought process is... Oh. So they are just drawn poorly. So there's bosses on the Dedenne, and then I'll bosses the Dedenne, and I guess I'll just attach there in case they play something. But you're seeing Whimsicott is really good, but you still have to play Dedenne and Crobat and stuff, and those are 2 prizes. So it's just it's just so unfortunate that Whimsicott has to rely on other Pokemon. And you can't play enough tech cards to get away from Dedenne because you have a stage 2 and a stage 1, and you want to have, at least 3 Whimsicott GX. You just don't have the space in the deck. And this is why I saved the Crobat. So I will thin everything down, and I will Pokecom for a Crobat, and then just hope that one of my last 2 bosses shows up. And that's not a great top deck. So I will get rid of that. I will go get Crobat. That's actually a horrible top deck because I can't get rid of the card. So I will attach to... Sure, let's attach to this one. I can poison you. Let's do that. And this is just in case I mess it up this turn. And that wasn't a mistake. That was me trying to thin a card. So I'm drawing 4 cards. Just need a bosses. That's not a bosses. Okay. Well, I literally need 0 of these cards because I don't have any more, Crobat, so I don't need any of these cards, so using Marnie is a waste. And I have 6 cards left in deck, and are you kidding me? 6 cards left in deck, and 2 of them are bosses orders. Okay, so I'll get rid of the Toxicroak. The card that I need in my hand. So if they Marnie me, I'm guaranteed to get one. And it's heads. Okay, so they're taking 50 damage a turn. So they're coming back into me 100, 150. No, so the poison damage won't actually matter. It would have mattered if I could have gotten that 3rd Toxicroak down, because it'd be 70 a turn, so it'd be 71, 42, 10. But I had to get rid of that Croagunk, and I mean, of course, they can just retreat anyway. So, what do they know? What do you can... No, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's, they wouldn't have had enough on this Eternatus, so that doesn't really matter. But it's just... I don't agree. Oh my god. Okay, so... This is hilarious. I'm going to lose to a Whimsicott deck because 2 out of the 5 cards left in my deck are bosses orders. Okay, so how many bosses have they played? I don't even think it matters because I can't do anything. They're poisoned. I can't... I mean, Capture Energy means nothing. They have a prize left. I have to attach. I have to Marnie. I don't have really a choice there because I have to guarantee that I get a boss's orders. So I'm going to get a boss's orders. I just can't play it. There's 2 of them. So if they Marnie me, then it's just up to the luck of the draw there. So, and I can't use the switch because in case they put me in a position where they try and I'm going to lose because Marnie and Marnie screwed me over again. How many games is Marnie going to screw me over before they ban this card? And, oh, I wasn't even planning for that. Okay, so Cherish Ball is fine. They're just going to put a ton of damage on me. Do I even have a Dark City left? Nope. So, there's Energy Blow. That's fine. So I win. Oh man, that was so stressful. This is the last game. I didn't play, the tier 1 deck that I played. The tournament level tier 1 deck that I played in this video. There's another boss, of course. Hey, a free pack. Robo Clash. Put that towards the next opening. But the one tier 1 deck that I played today was the Mewtwo Welder deck, and that was just pretty much a guaranteed win on turn 1. Game 2, Excadrill, Lycanroc, Crushing Hammer, Bonanza, that was an auto loss. And then this one, if I just get a bosses, the game ends like 3 turns earlier. But they flipped 3 heads on Fluffy Cotton. Marnie, bosses, this hurt my brain. I wanted a nice relaxing game. Eternatus, one of the top decks. I just play a nice relaxing game with a great deck. Nothing too stressful. I didn't get to play an expanded deck today. I was really bummed about that. I wanted to play expanded. But then the bans weren't live, so I decided, okay, I'll just play Eternatus, and then I'll bump my expanded video to tomorrow. And then this Whimsicott game, Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. I'm on the road to 750 subscribers, and obviously I need your help. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.